Yo, what up guys? We just got done riding here in Muskegon, our favorite spot, and we're gonna do a quick tutorial for you. That is kind of a mouthful. Front roll, down loop, tail grab to butterslide. So I'm back home and I just kind of found a little wind shadow here on this sheltered little path. And we're gonna do a super fun trick today. I got the idea that it might be kind of rad just to learn how to take the front roll down loop to toe side transition and turn it into a butter slide. So this trick is what I would like to classify as an easy free ride transition, and something that you can do to really just up your style is work on these fun, easy free ride tricks where you're hooked in, you're incorporating a grab, you're incorporating a loop, you're incorporating a transition. So you've got these three things working together with that added butter slide for a little extra steez. And I think that's one thing that a lot of kiteboarders like to do. It's kind of like the holy grail of hooked in kiteboarding tricks is, can you add a grab? Can you add a roll? Can you add a loop? And when you get those three things together, all of a sudden your style factor goes way up. And when you pair this with something that's really visually appealing, like a butter slide, it just makes for a really fun, really easy transition that looks like it's hard, but it's actually not. Just throw one of these for your transition and you're gonna turn some heads on the beach. And it's just a fun way to kind of spice up your riding and take whatever it is that you're doing to the next level by adding these small little details. Obviously, the first step on this one is get really good with front roll tail grabs. And actually, I think this is one of the easiest variations of the front roll. And I do have a complete tutorial on this one as well. So if you watch that front roll better video, you can get a good idea on how to do this one, what to practice, and what to work on. For the second step on this one, you just want to get really good at butter slides. So just practice butter sliding like every session. Get it down to the point where it's second nature. Like you shouldn't be even slightly uncomfortable with doing a solid butter slide. So the real trick to nailing this one really comes down to the approach and to the landing. So if you've seen a lot of the videos that I've done, I've really hammered home the point about loading upwind, and then when you release your edge, letting yourself go way downwind when you're in the air, and also landing downwind. So if you're gonna land this one successfully, you do have to land downwind. So come in with good speed, keep your kite at 45, and send a solid front roll. So pull in the backhand, scoop, and then look over your back shoulder. And as you're coming around, the kite, it's still kind of at noon, and right about the time that you get your hand on the tail of the board, you're about halfway through the roll, and you've got that back knee tucked all the way into your chest, and you're poking your front leg out. You're gonna pull the trigger on the down loop. And what this is gonna feel like is it'll feel like when you redirect the kite like normal, it's gonna be really natural because you already have your backhand off the bar and you're holding onto the front hand kind of near the center. I actually do like to keep my hand near the center of the bar on this trick still. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna let that down loop pull you the rest of the way through your rotation, and then you're gonna come down straight downwind, and your kite's going to redirect itself so that you're gonna wanna naturally go toe side in the other direction. And the first few times that you try this, just do that. Do the front roll, do the tail grab, do the down loop halfway through that front roll, and then just come down flat and then start riding toe side as the kite pulls all the way through, just to get a feel for how your kite loops, your timing. Timing's not nearly as important as you think. Just pull the trigger. If you're not comfortable, wait till you land and pull the trigger and just do a regular redirect. And as you get more comfortable, start pulling the trigger sooner, and you'll up the intensity on this trick. And it is a super cool feeling one. You don't have to go super high. It's kind of more of a low, like 6 to 10 foot front roll, where you can kind of absorb the impact on the landing and not like ruin your knees or anything like that. And as you get comfortable with that front roll to toe side transition, start as you come out of the roll. So you're going to be throwing the front roll, you'll come around and you'll be holding onto the tail like this. And as you come down, just shift your weight back and let go of that tail grab, and just put your back foot down a bit more and land into that butter slide with the weight kind of shifted over your back foot. Your weight is just behind your back foot, so you're really landing on the tail of the board. And this is where that flat landing comes important, because you don't want to land on an edge in this one or you're going to get smoked. So you want to have the tail of your board touching down and then resisting the pull of the kite. So the kite will pull you. We'll use a skateboard here. The kite's going to pull you, and you're gonna be resisting it as the kite pulls you around. So hopefully that was useful. So it kind of helps right after you release that grab. You're gonna land and then let your back arm kind of go out like this as well, so you kind of shift your weight a bit more naturally, and just lean back and then land into it. And it's easier than you think. And that down loop, it's gonna put a ton of pressure downwind on you as it's carving you around into the transition. So it's actually really easy to do a butter, because the hardest part about a butter slide is maintaining power and speed while going through it. So while the kite is looping, all you have to do is use a little bit of leg muscle there, and you're gonna feel this one in your quads and your hammies, but just resist it, lean back, and let that kite pull you right into the butter slide. And man, this one feels so good. And you can just ride it through until you run out of power, and then set your toe side edge and do it as a transitional trick and go the other direction. Or if you want, just throw another loop in there like I did here, and keep going the same way that you were going after the kite does that second loop there. And this is just a really fun one that's a lot easier than you think. You can add a lot of style to your free ride transitions. So I hope you guys found this one helpful. If you did, please help me out by hitting that subscribe button, giving it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.